What a night for a fight. Under the lights, my name is Todd Grisham. We are here at the Empire Fight Camp. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. Up first, it's Ryan King Rye Garcia, 5'10" tall. He weighed in at 135 pounds, and he's got a reach of 70 inches. And they'll be facing Youngblood. You've got to be extremely well-rounded to succeed here in the lightweight division, and these two certainly fit the bill.
We'll be talking about this fight for years to come. This is one of those classic fights that everybody wants to see.
It's King Rye, Ryan Garcia, one of the brightest stars in all of boxing. This Southern California native is must-see TV. They're coming up against Youngblood from the United States of America.
It'll be ding-ding from first bell. They're off.
And with that, we turn it over to the world-renowned ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Victorville, California, here is the exciting boxing sensation, King Rye, Ryan Garcia. Fighting out of the blue corner from the United States of America, wearing the red trunks with red trim, Youngblood.
You've heard of people dancing underneath the moonlight. Tonight, it's a fight underneath the moonlight, and what a fight it should be.
You can hear the noise, you can hear the fans. I've been to many fights like this, and it's very eerie.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be two that we're talking about. We are expecting an all-action slugfest. That counter shot lands. Beautiful counter punch. Missing with the hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Those counter punches have to hurt. These two were made for each other. This fight was so big, an arena couldn't contain it. We're fighting underneath the stars, and what a main event this should be.
How picturesque is this, Todd? How perfect is this? It's perfect for us, not for the fights because they're the ones getting hit, but for us, how picturesque is this? This is what it's all about. This is the beauty of our sport.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Those counter punches have to hurt. Nice counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
What was that? What are you doing? Come on, you're switching up.
Good man, good man. Just say him again. Don't change too much.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Right uppercut can't find a home. Beautiful counter punch. Knocked down hard. I'm not sure that they're going to be able to get back on their feet here as the referee continues the count. They knew it when they threw it. The perfect body shot, and no one's standing up to that one.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, four. You still want to fight?
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
You've done all your work all the way through camp. Get out there and swing.
Stay focused. Don't run him back into the fight.
The bell rings and we start the third. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The straight right just misses. Nope, that jab not going to score. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Punch, counter punch. Well done with that counter shot. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter. Hold it right there! And at some point, the corner needs to think about stepping in here. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Bing Days now needs to steady the pace, get the pace back to normal.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Okay, now you let him back into the fight that round. That's his round.
Beautiful, that's it. Start sticking in a few body shots in there.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
A perfect counter shot. He threw a punch and just got countered. Where was the defense? Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Well done with that counter shot. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Beautiful counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. Beautiful counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Now, I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking at
And there's the bell to start round 5. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter punch right up the middle. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. When are we going to see a jab from these two? That jab misses. Just misses with that uppercut. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
They exchange punches. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Okay, focus. Big deep breath. Calm yourself.
Don't let him back into the fight. Don't give him no free shots. Keep
You
smashing.
should go back out there. I need to win this round. Get your mind back. Get your focus back.
Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear. You were thinking, you were smart. You weren't loading up, but you were still landing your power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away.
He was coasting this fight, and now you've let him back into it. Now, it's a tough...
Just keep him on the end of that jab. You're getting your timing already.
Go out, the first minute, stick on the end of the jab, and then start gathering...
Bury it up a little bit so we can't figure you out. Great work. Good man.
There's the bell for round 6. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Those counter punches have to hurt. incredible work rate. So much for defensive abilities. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Couldn't land that jab. He threw a punch and just got countered. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. He is down big time on the scores.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Nice round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man. Just
I'm back on the job. That's a terrible round, that is.
Here comes round 7. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That right hook catching air. The straight right just misses. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Nice counter. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
This is when you talk about championship material.
That's working nice. Those 1-2s straight down the middle. You can't miss it. Great work.
okay. Now you're switching off. You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off.
Stay focused. Don't let it back.
There's the bell to start round 8. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Can't score. Hold that thought! Right now, the Flash is seeing flashes after that shot. And now they're right back into the fray.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
That right hook won't score. Oh, and it's flashing lights for the Flash here. He's got to get out of trouble. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
What are you doing? Come on, switch on. Switch on.
Relax now, I don't want you to load up.
There's the bell to start round 9. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
His stamina is off the charts. Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter-punching.
But you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
That jab doesn't score. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Very close match. It shows the skill.
Oh, and that changes everything. And down they go. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you continue.
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Good work. Don't forget the jab.
Listen, you've switched off. What you're doing. I need you to go back.
Good work. Good work out there. The jab's working nice.
Get that jab back. Just boxing. Just be smart. Just get your shots off and don't give it up.
There's the bell for round 10. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not gonna happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Nice counter. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. The jab doesn't quite connect. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. And that's it, a unanimous decision win.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, hard lesson. I totally agree.